Welcome to Daniel's Inferno. My name is Daniel. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have a moment, please like, subscribe, share, and join the conversation below. I'd love to hear from you. So today I'm a little unhappy about my Prime Minister, which is not a surprise because I'm often unhappy about Justin Trudeau. Um, I don't agree that this money that you can see on my screen, Trudeau announces 9 billion in financial aid for students struggling because of the pandemic. I don't think this was a necessary thing to give at all. Now, I know people disagree with me, and that's fine, but people who were not paying their taxes, who were not paying into the economy, who were getting help already from the government through OSAP, who are getting help from their families, and they didn't have themselves together, and we're bailing them out essentially for not having their lives together. Now, it's also a bit annoying because disability programs offer 1150. So why would a student need more than someone who can't go out and work? I know there aren't many jobs right now, but there are still jobs. Someone with a disability actually can't go out and look for that job. A student without a disability can. So let's get into this article. By the way, later today, I plan on doing a video and posting it tomorrow, I believe, on the awful Nova Scotia incident. Our hearts go out to those who were affected, and, all we can do is hope and pray in God's justice that the perpetrator is burning in the seven hells. Students will be eligible for $12.50 a month from May through August. Trudeau announced $9 billion for post-secondary students in response to claims that too many young people were falling through the cracks. Students will be eligible for $12.50 a month from May through August. That sum can go up to $17.50 if the student is taking care of someone with a disability. The benefit is also available to students who have jobs but are making less than $1,000 a month. For a lot of students, the month of May normally marks the start of a summer job, but right now it might be really tough to find something. You might be looking for weeks without any success. CRA will make the payments. Trudeau also said students who volunteer over the summer will be paid between 1,000 and 5,000, depending on the hours they work. That's actually something I don't disagree with. I think trying to help, like volunteering, is work without payment. I understand that. If people are putting themselves in harm's way, they are going into risky volunteer positions because a lot of places are looking for volunteers. A lot of places that are the front line of this are looking for volunteers and are looking for help. I don't disagree that maybe this should be some sort of hazard pay, because I know a lot of places have actually introduced hazard pay. A lot of grocery stores, for example, have introduced hazard pay for their employees, which I don't think is a bad thing. Also, I apologize. My cat is upset because my roommate is in the bedroom and the cat wants to get into her bedroom. Your energy and your skills can do a lot of good right now. Agree. A government background document said the funding for volunteer efforts will be available to students who choose to do national service and serve their communities. The Prime Minister also announced the federal government is doubling student grants for eligible students, up to 6,000 for full-time students and up to 3,600 for part-time students. I, again, government funding for students was already fairly comprehensive. I don't know why we're doubling it now for them. A lot of people disagree with me. A lot of people I knew from my childhood, especially, they think I'm being uncaring and heartless, and that I'm being unrealistic. But I think the real unrealistic thing is the fact that we're stealing our retirements away from those who are getting to the age of retirement. A lot of us are young and we have our health and we have many, many years ahead of us, God willing. When we just keep coming up with this money It's coming out of pension plans. It's coming out of the pockets of our the generation above us. Is that fair? I don't think so. I don't think it's fair to steal their futures after many of them have worked so hard, have been the backbone of this economy, the backbone of this nation, and are the reason why we are able to do these giant handout programs, these giant government aid programs for people during a crisis is because of those people. And now we're just saying, you know, is that fair? And trust me, I don't need people telling me life's not fair. If we want to start a conversation about that, let's not. Other measures announced for students today include raising the maximum weekly amount that can be provided through the loans program to 350 from 210, more than 75 million in additional support for indigenous post-secondary, another 291 for federal granting councils to extend expiring federal graduate research scholarships and postdoctoral fellowships and supplement existing federal research grants. The CERB benefit is available to students and anyone else who made at least 5 grand in the last year, but only if they had been working and lost their source of income when COVID-19 struck. Now that's changed. NDP leader Jagmeet Singh had been pressing the government to make CERB available to students. He suggested that the new measures won't be enough. Of course they won't. Why would they be enough for him? We're glad the government is turning its focus to helping students, but another complicated system is not what students need. Make the CERB universal so that no one gets left behind and so that all students and anyone else who needs help can get the 2 grand right away, he tweeted. Of course he tweeted. Today's announcement is great news for any students dealing with financial hardship because of COVID. I can't say the name or my video will be struck down, sorry. In a letter to Trudeau on April 15th, a coalition of student organizations called on the government to extend CERB to all students and recent graduates, regardless of their employment status and previous income. Students and okay, the government's focus has understandably been ensuring that those who lost their livelihoods in the last few weeks have the support they need to keep a roof over their heads and put food on the table. Students and recent graduates also find themselves in an extremely precarious financial situation. The changes include a boost to wage subsidy up to 100%, an extension of the end date of employment, and the inclusion of part-time jobs. The program will create up to 70,000 jobs for youth between 15 and 30. So he's trying to, that last little bit is him talking about how he's trying to expand the student jobs program. So I'd really like people's opinion on this. I know a lot of people are going to say that this is good. However, I don't agree with that. I just don't. So please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please keep social distancing. Keep practicing smart and safe practices so we can all get through this. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. I'm Daniel's Inferno.